Hello, I'm Julia Bushkova, and today we're looking at the shifts in their smoothness in high octave scales, passages, and on advanced level. So with me is somebody who you all have seen before, Polly Klein. And we saw Polly before with her very impressive G major scale with all bowings and everything else. And later also, didn't we see you, but separately in harmonics and on your own channel with Campanella. La Campanella, yes, we will probably make a little thing for you here. So you will get more views than those. How many millions of views did you get there?
On TikTok,
on TikTok.
It was 7.5 million views.
7.5 million. Not bad. Anyway, okay, but now we're going back away from Campanella into the simple scale, making it better. Okay, so that was G major scale. I would like to ask Polly just to repeat that one, and maybe not the whole thing, but just maybe two higher octaves of four octave G major scale.
Slowly?
Yeah, well, maybe in moderate tempo would be good. Exactly. Okay, so that's pretty good actually. I believe it's actually more smooth than it was in the original video, but still you could probably make it a bit smoother. Now, how we're going to make it smoother, what Polly is going to be doing for this is number one, the shifts do need to be light all the time, right? So left hand in general has to be lighter. Now, especially if you go in a faster tempo. Can you go in a faster tempo a little bit? Yeah, and you can see and hear that her shifts automatically get lighter. It's because you had good training about this, right? But now in the middle tempo, however, you tend to be a little bit more kind of fixed into the string, right? So now let's go to middle tempo. Yes, thank you. That was a good demonstration of what we want to improve, right? Okay, so now for Polly, basically, I can tell a simple thing. I can tell her, okay, remember how you feel in the fast tempo when her shifts were smooth? Then do the same thing in slow tempo. However, for most people, it's not going to be that easy, because for most people, if they have that sort of shifts in middle tempo, the fast tempo also will still have those accents, a little bit of which we heard before. So now in this tempo, yes, I would like you to demonstrate really kind of, preparation, basically. It's preparation, right? So in the slow motion, right, we're doing, when we're playing the note before, our hand should start already that preparatory movement, and the first finger probably is coming closer to the first, almost like meeting like this, and then the distance is very small and the same upward. Yeah, you did other fingerings, right? Now, that's a good thing, by the way. I believe in that scale that you played, you actually did play 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, if I am not wrong. I don't think you used 1, 2, 1, 2, you used 1, 2, 3, which is much harder and actually not necessary. Because with these fingerings here that Polly is using, 1, 2, 3, then she's shifting onto 1, and then 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2 to the end. These fingers are much easier to do well. Why? Because they fall onto the beats. We have the beat in our mind, ta 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 ta, and that beat is your arrival. Yeah, so it's much easier. So yeah, it's better to do 1, 2. Exactly. Yeah, and on the way back, the same idea on the way back. So basically, again, when Polly played the faster version, we all could see what happens here. Either she's preparing it before, I would prepare it before. You could do either before or after, depending on your hand. So in my case, I would already prepare here while I'm still playing the second and first finger, and then move again very little. So here I would probably won't need a preparation because I'm already there. And then again, prepare before and go. But you also can do a little bit after. So first you do the shift and then you slide into the next position. That, I think that's what you did. Let's see it. Exactly. So that was like before. But yeah, there are some people who can be very successful still. And first do the shift and then slide out with the hand. Yeah. Yeah, and then slide, exactly. And this one is already, you can see whichever is comfortable. It's just really about the higher shift. Now, by now, honestly, I will never teach actually what I was taught. And maybe you were taught as well. I don't know if you will remember. But I do remember that I was taught to always shift together. Everything has to be shifting together. So, for instance, to demonstrate. So that's a procedure that I was taught in school when I still was in middle school, that you go with everything. So you shift on the first finger and your whole arm shifts at the same time. And, I trained it. I remember I had to practice so much in that. And it just was always iffy. It would work and not work, and it wasn't very comfortable. But then later I realized that almost nobody does it this way. And plus, also, in the older days, or if you're playing without support, that is completely out of the question. It's not possible to do. So why shouldn't we do a portion of technique, whether we play with support or without, the most comfortable violinistic way, which is to prepare your shift. Either after the shift you slide into position, or prepare your shift to do it before. Okay, one more time. Let's you play, from up and down. Let's go from lower position up and then return.
Oh.
Yeah, exactly, and a little bit faster. Ta 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 tam. And faster than that. Very nice, very nice. So that would be all for today, unless you want to demonstrate another scale. No, thank you. Okay, that's usually the case. But yeah, the main thing that we learned the principle of smooth shifting, and the goal of playing any scale is to put your audience to sleep, so that there are no bumps, everything is very clean, and the shifts are so smooth that there are no accents. So that's the goal of the scale. And at this point, you will achieve that goal marvelously. So thank you all for watching. If you like the content of this channel, please consider subscribing, like, and share with your friends and your colleagues. And I will see you all later. Thank you, Polly.